Hi everyone, I'm back. Thank you so much for being with me. I miss you all very much, and I'm so glad to be with you in some way. All right, so we are on chapter 6 with what I'm predicting to be an artist named Bebe. Bebe was a girl with short brown hair, a little Bebe nose, totally tiny shoes, and big brown eyes. Her full name was Bebe Gunn. She was the fastest draw in Mrs. Jewell's class. She could draw a cat in less than 45 seconds, a dog in less than 30, and a flower in less than 8 seconds. But of course, Bebe never just drew one dog or one cat. Turn the page. And I am right here. Or one flower. Art was from 12:30 to 1:30. Why, in that time, she could draw 50 cats, 100 flowers, 20 dogs, and several eggs or watermelons. It took her the same amount of time to draw a watermelon as an egg. That makes sense. They're about the same shape, but not the same size. Kelvin sat next to Bebe. He didn't think he was very good at art. Why, it took him the whole period just to draw one airplane. So instead, he helped Bebe. He was Bebe's assistant. As soon as Bebe would finish one masterpiece, Kelvin would take it from her and set down a clean sheet of paper. Whenever her crayon ran low, Kelvin was ready with a new crayon. That way Bebe didn't have to waste any time. And in return, Bebe would draw 5 or 6 airplanes for Kelvin. It was 12:30. Time for art. Bebe was ready. On her desk was a sheet of yellow construction paper. In her hand was a green crayon. Kelvin was ready. He held a stack of paper and a box of crayons. "Ready, Bebe," said Kelvin. "Ready, Kelvin," said Bebe. "Okay," said Mrs. Jewell. "Time for art." She had hardly finished her sentence when Bebe had already drawn a picture of a leaf. Kelvin took it from her and put another piece of paper down. "Red," called Bebe. Kelvin handed Bebe a red crayon. "Blue," called Bebe. He gave her a blue crayon. They were quite a pair. Their teamwork was remarkable. Bebe drew pictures as fast as Kelvin could pick up the old paper and set down the new. A fish, an apple, 3 cherries, bing, bing, bing. At 1:30, Mrs. Jewell announced, "Okay, class, art is over." Bebe dropped her crayon and fell over on her desk. Kelvin sighed and leaned back in his chair. He could hardly move. They had broken their old record. Bebe had drawn 378 pictures. They lay in a pile on Kelvin's desk. Now, as a teacher, I'm wondering where in the world did they get that many pieces of paper? And she does this every day? That's impressive. What does she do with all of that artwork? I hope she has a great gallery. Okay, I'm right here. Mrs. Jewell walked by. "Kelvin, did you draw all these pictures?" Kelvin laughed. "No, I can't draw. Bebe drew them all." "Oh, well then what did you draw?" asked Mrs. Jewell. "I didn't draw anything," said Kelvin. "Why not?" "Don't you like art?" asked Mrs. Jewell. "Oh, I love art," said Kelvin. "That's why I didn't draw anything." Mrs. Jewell did not understand. "It would have taken me the whole period just to draw one picture," said Kelvin, "and Bebe would only have been able to draw 100 pictures. But with the 2, Turn the page. Over here. Slide it up. With the two of us working together, she was able to draw 378 pictures. That's a lot more art. Bebe and Calvin shook hands. No, said Mrs. Jules. That isn't how you measure art. It isn't how many pictures you have, but how good the pictures are. Why, a person could spend his whole life just drawing one picture of a cat. In that time, I'm sure Bebe could draw 1,000,000 cats. 2,000,000, said Bebe. Mrs. Jules continued. But if that one picture is better than each of Bebe's 2,000,000, then that person has produced more art than Bebe. I don't think that was a really positive message to send Bebe. Bebe looked as if she was going to cry. She picked up all the pictures from Calvin's desk and threw them in the garbage. It hurts my heart to see when artists and writers throw away their work. If you are an artist or a writer, which all of you are in some way, do not throw away your work. It's amazing. Give it to someone who will appreciate it and hang it up. Don't throw it away. Okay. Right here. I thought her pictures were good, said Calvin. He reached into the garbage pail and took out a crumpled up picture of an airplane. Bebe walked outside into the playground. Louis, the yard teacher, spotted her. Where are you going? He asked. I'm going home to draw a picture of a cat, said Bebe. Will you bring it to school and show it to me tomorrow? Louis asked. Tomorrow, laughed Bebe. By tomorrow, I doubt if I'll even be able to By tomorrow, I doubt if I'll even be finished with one whisker. So maybe the teacher did have advice that could help Bebe with her art. Maybe she could slow down a little bit and do her best work. But maybe she also could have told Bebe that in a different way so that she wouldn't be so sad. I don't know, what do you think? I do think that Calvin is the best friend ever. Calvin is definitely someone I would want to be friends with too. He supports Bebe. He likes her artwork. He gives up his own drawing time so that she's able to produce some more artwork. And I love this. He took out a crumpled picture of an airplane to keep. What a good friend. I hope you all are able to show kindness to whomever you're with, wherever you are. And I hope that we can all get through another day with peace and happiness and lots of good books. I can't wait until we see each other again. And I can't wait to read the next chapter. Not right now, but later. And the next chapter will be, oh yay, Chapter 7, Calvin. Calvin, Bebe's friend Calvin. I hope to see you all soon. Goodbye.